If you make the ferry crossing to Stradbroke Island in Moreton Bay, you'll pass by Peel Island. Horseshoe Bay on its south is a favourite place for boaties for swimming and picnics. The clear water and sandy beach fringed with sheoaks are enticing. But this is not just a place for lounging and relaxing. There is a lot of history here. Peel Island is known for the lazaret which operated on the north of the island from 1907. This is where people from around Queensland who suffered from leprosy or Hansen's disease were taken, away from their families and isolated from the rest of the world. Some recovered, but many are buried here on the island. Thankfully, a cure was found in the 1940s and the place closed in 1959. The white ants have been busy in the intervening years. Now a national park, staff and volunteers have worked to protect and conserve key buildings and other areas for posterity. At the other end of the island, traces of an earlier chapter of the island's European history are harder to find. The island was a quarantine station for migrant ships arriving from Europe during the 1870s and 1890s. The ships came from places like Hamburg, London and Liverpool via Port Said in Egypt and Batavia, now Java. These ships could be carrying diseases such as typhoid, whooping cough, smallpox and measles, and as these were often deadly, it was best to try and keep them out of the country. Peel Island was seen as an ideal location for a quarantine station, having its own freshwater supply and timber for fuel. The shark-infested waters surrounding the island would also deter escape attempts. When illness was reported on board an arriving ship, it was made to anchor off the island. Ships such as the Ophelia, South Esk and Makara could be in quarantine from a couple of days up to several weeks. Passengers were brought to shore, their trunks brought along later, and accommodation provided for them was not always the best. It depended on how many people were on the island at the time, how many ships in anchor. When stuck on the island for quite a while, thank goodness for cricket. The SSS Doronda arrived in 1885 via Batavia, and is the only time cholera was reported in Australia's waters. Cholera then as now was a disease to be avoided. It is sad to think of all of the people who travelled so far coming to Australia looking for a better life, enduring weeks at sea, and made it no further than Peel Island. At least 40 people are buried on the island, their graves largely unmarked and overgrown. Once allowed off the island, the passengers were taken up the river to Brisbane. Many would go on to settle throughout the state, helping to build Queensland into the place it is today.